I just spent 2 weeks traveling through Bosnia, Croatia, and Montenegro in just one carry-on backpack and a sling bag. For the first time ever, I ditched my usual hard side carry-on plus personal item backpack plus sling bag setup and went full one bag travel minimalist, at least my version of minimalist. And honestly, it was life-changing. This single backpack held everything I needed for 2 weeks of exploring the Balkans, from strolling the beautiful city of Sarajevo to nice dinners in Dubrovnik to day trips to Kotor. It made moving from place to place so much easier and less stressful. So in this video, I'll walk you through exactly what I packed and why, share some honest thoughts about what worked and what I'd do differently, and show you how it fits all together at the end. In terms of what I packed, there are really 4 categories: the bags, clothing, toiletries, and tech. Let's start with the bags, because I said bags plural, even though this is technically a one bag travel video. I did have my sling bag, which carried some essentials. My main bag is the Bellroy Light Travel Pack 38 liters. I chose this because it's the perfect size for carry-on and still has enough space for 2 weeks of travel. It's got a clean, minimalist design, quality materials, and this was key for me, it doesn't scream overly tactical or camper. The bag has a clamshell style opening, a separate laptop compartment, and quick access top pockets. My second bag is the Quince sling bag, which technically counts as my personal item. This carried all of my travel essentials: passport, wallet, headphones, sunscreen, sunglasses, hand sanitizer, basically everything I wanted quick access to without digging in the main bag, and the things that I would carry daily when out and exploring. Now here's where I had to get really strategic, because normally I'd have way more space, so I had to think differently about what to bring. I followed a capsule wardrobe approach, which is pretty standard for me when I pack for travel. Everything had to work together and serve multiple purposes. So I brought 4 dresses because they're versatile, pack small, and honestly just my favorite thing to wear daily. I had a black wrap dress from Unbound Merino that worked for nice dinners, a charcoal t-shirt dress also from Unbound Merino that was perfect for daily exploration, a tank denim dress from Old Navy, which got ruined in an Airbnb dryer, bummer, and a black linen dress from Quince. So basically 2 that were really great for the day and 2 that could be transitioned for a nicer event or dinner. I brought 3 bottoms, 2 identical pair of linen skirts, 1 in tan and 1 printed that fold down incredibly small, plus 1 pair of jeans from Quince. I brought 6 versatile tops, multiple tank tops because they're layerable and pack tiny. I brought 2 Unbound Merino knit wool tanks, 1 black and 1 olive green, and 2 Old Navy tanks, 1 in light tan and brown. I also brought 1 white blouse and a heavier black knit tank from Quince, both great options to transition to nice dinners in the evening. I also packed 1 neutral colored cardigan for layering, which was crucial because it was early fall weather, which meant we had some pretty big temperature swings. It was fairly warm during the day, but at night, especially on the water, it got pretty cool. For undergarments, I brought about 10 pairs of underwear for 2 weeks, 3 pairs of socks, a bra, and 1 set of pajamas. Since we were on the coast and stayed in a place with a pool, I did bring a swimsuit. I also had a small leather travel jewelry case from Quince that held my jewelry and a leather belt. For shoes, I brought a pair of sneakers for walking and travel days. The pair I brought is Vejas, and I also brought a pair of sandals. Now, 2 weeks is a long time, and generally, this isn't a lot of clothing items for most people, but Nick and I are big proponents of staying at least 1 accommodation where we can do laundry. Yes, laundry on vacation. This allows us to bring less stuff while also staying fresh. It's easy, we just throw stuff in before we leave for the day and then hang it up when we're back. Now, you may have noticed that many of the clothing items I mentioned are from Quince, and there's good reason for that. I've personally bought and tested a ton of their pieces, from travel essentials like leather pouches to items like jeans and sweaters, and everything has been impressively high quality, especially for the price, which is why we asked them to sponsor today's video. Quince challenges the idea that quality has to cost a ton. By going factory direct and cutting out the middleman, they deliver premium materials and ethical manufacturing at prices that actually make sense. Perfect example, their carry-on, which we independently reviewed earlier this year, is basically a 1-to-1 dupe for the Away carry-on, but it's $155 cheaper. The other impressive thing is simply the breadth of their catalog. Whether you're looking for travel gear, wardrobe essentials, or even home goods like bedding and towels, they've got you covered with the same commitment to quality and affordability. Click the link in the description below to check out some of my favorite Quince items and check out their selection yourself. Big thanks to Quince for sponsoring today's video. Moving on to toiletries, I have my TSA compliant liquids bag, a small bag for makeup, and a separate pouch for basically everything else. In my liquids bag, you're gonna find a face moisturizer, my favorite face serum, a hair styling heat protectant, curl cream, because I actually have naturally wavy hair, a small travel perfume, contacts, and an extra diaper cream for my daughter. And not pictured, toothpaste, a small container of shampoo, conditioner, and soap, because I had the space and I knew my preferred options may not be available in the Balkans. I also had space to throw in my toothbrush and my Olay face wash tabs in this bag. My makeup went into a small separate case. I didn't have any issues with liquids because most of the makeup I use are cream or powder products, so they don't have to go into my TSA liquid allotment bag. I did throw my razor and medication into this small bag as well. I had another small pouch in my easy access pocket of my main bag that held deodorant, my hypochlorous face spray, Wisp toothbrushes, Clorox wipes, and some other odds and ends stuff that I wanted easy access to on the plane. For hair, I have my New Wave travel hairbrush and my tried and true Laneige Le Duo tool. This thing has been to so many countries with me and works like a charm to both straighten or curl my hair. I also brought this collapsible hairdryer diffuser to test out from the Curl Co. It's universal and fits most hair dryers and was perfect for when I wanted to wear my hair its natural texture. I kept my tech pretty minimal since I was trying to unplug. Also, my husband is our tech guy, so he carries a bit of what I used. No laptop on this trip, which was liberating, but the Bellroy bag does have a laptop compartment. In my sling bag for easy access was my headphones and a power bank. In my quick access top of my main bag, I held my adapter and a phone charger. And that's basically it. Sometimes less is more. Now let's pack. My sling bag carried all of our passports, my wallet, sunglasses, headphones, power bank, sunscreen, and other small things went into the main compartment of the bag that I wanted easy access to. In the main bag, this quick access pocket had my travel hairbrush and the leather pouch with some of my toiletries and miscellaneous items that I wanted access to on the plane. I shoved my swimsuit in the secondary front pocket since I didn't use it a ton, plus you can't really fit a ton in this pocket when the bag is packed, so it's perfect for this one item. In the main compartment of the bag, sandals and my belt went into this dedicated shoe compartment. In the second compartment on this side, I put my hair tools, my jewelry, toiletry bag, and makeup. My clothing is mostly separated into 3 packing cubes. 1 cube for underwear, socks, and bra, 1 cube for tops and skirts, and 1 cube for dresses. I packed the cardigan and jeans separately in the main compartment, just under the packing cubes because that worked best. The beauty of this system is that everything had a place, nothing was floating around loose, and I could find what I needed quickly. When it comes time for you to pack your bag, I suggest playing around with the configuration to find what works best for you, your items, and your bag. Okay, let's get real about what worked and what didn't. What I loved, I was less stressed with less stuff. Moving from place to place was incredibly easy and freeing. It didn't take me a ton of time to repack my bag. With a toddler, that makes a huge difference. Airport security was a breeze because I didn't have an extra bag that I was normally carrying around. Again, a huge deal when you're towing a toddler. Since all of my clothing mixed and matched, figuring out what to wear each day wasn't a huge decision, and I felt comfortable and confident in all of my options. The big temperature swings from the fall weather was actually manageable because I had good layering pieces. What I'd do differently, I'd probably pack 1 to 2 fewer dresses and maybe 1 less pair of bottoms. I actually had more items than I needed. I'm not sure this would have actually changed the bulk of the bag all that much, but I found I could have actually done the trip with even less options. I think I'd have also been a bit more strategic on my airport and travel day outfit to wear the same layers that I was typically packing in the bag. Sweaters are bulky, so if I could have worn that during the travel day, it would have saved quite a bit of room in my bag. But honestly, even with the slight overpacking, I never felt restricted in my choices. This trip taught me that one bag travel isn't about deprivation, it's about intention. Every item I brought earned its place, and having less stuff meant I had more mental space to actually enjoy the experience. So that's everything, my complete packing breakdown for 2 weeks in the Balkans in just one bag. If you want to see me do a full review of this Bellroy Light Travel Pack 38 liters, take a look at this video here. Thanks for watching and happy travels.